Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice. Because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, I've been reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 60 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. His first catch. Good for 9 and the 1st down.
When offense reads blitz, it doesn't matter where it's coming coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Cade York on now for the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down inside the 40. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 34. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll set up to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nash. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to the running game with Swift. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Offside. Defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
26-yard line.
2nd and 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards there and a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
The York on now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away, it's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that one in Houston. The Texans in for a fight as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, on the other side, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Nash. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Shepard. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Nash. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Swift. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 5. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. He's the pickup of 3.
He'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
L.A. readies for its next possession as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's going to take another shot here, and that is incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Out of the gun now on third down. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Just keeping the play alive. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the River Hogs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Shepard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down when his way worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And some room to work.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Running is Swift.
They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Rams are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So the LA Rams with a victory here, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division